Jazz violin lesson 19 of 100. All right, I'm going to do a little story in this one. My son, Kyle, he was a tough-ass kid and always had his own way of doing things, which I've learned to respect now that he's 40. But maybe you're like this. Maybe you rebel against your own wishes. Like you want to do jazz violin, want to learn how to be better, but you don't want to do the work, or you think it should be a certain way. Kyle, we sent him to art class at one point. And he was never afraid to tell any teacher what he thought. Those kind of kids. Or any parent or any adult. He was a hero of all his friends. Would tell anybody, and still does, anything he thought. Not afraid. Kind of respect him for that now. Though he was a pain in the butt as he was a kid. But anyways, that's another story. But we sent him to art class, and he painted a little painting. And the teacher, well, a good teacher, I'm sure, I came up to him and said, maybe in the next painting you try to do this, do more of that, just in your background or something. And he turned to say, I thought this was art. In other words, he thought that art was you could do whatever the heck you wanted. And of course, true art is, look at Picasso. He said his goal was to paint as a 5-year-old. But he also had the skills. He learned the skills and then was able to transcend those and forget about it and do things that were historically wonderful. My son Kyle at that point, he was probably 11. He didn't want to go to the process, the 10,000 hours of learning all the skills of being a great artist or anything like that. He thought it should just be free, And maybe he was right. I don't know. If we play as a child, that's cool. But in the jazz world, we need to play as a child after we've also gone to the whole circle of learning all the stuff and then learning to forget it, so you then play like a child and have all the skills. So playing like a child without any skills sounds childish. Playing like a child with a child's mindset after you have the skills is another, on the circle of the spirals, it's another whole level, in my opinion. So same thing in art. Picasso is an example. Miles Davis example. He could blow you up stuff, and then later he went, I didn't get that at first. It was until I heard him live, and I was actually backstage. I was hanging with those guys a little bit, way back. Intimidated, not to talk to him. I didn't talk to him actually those days, but we were all back there at the Newport Jazz Fest. I said, why didn't he play that thing? Same thing that Jocko asked of the sax player in Weather Report, and that's all was needed. He had achieved mastery and was playing what was necessary and what he felt and what the angels were telling him to do as he took dictation. Dictation from the angels is the goal. So, as an art form, do your own thing, of course, but earn it. It's a spiral. And do you have to do a 20-year spiral? No, you can go, I'm going to learn this scale, and then I'm going to practice it and play it until I'm free with it. Okay, cool. Don't have to do 10,000 hours. Now I'm going to learn this one concept, and I'm going to go nuts with that until I get it under my belt, until I got it down, and then I can be with a child's mind. You can take it smaller steps than I did, a lot of people do. You don't have to do a whole career one way and then change it later. So you can do smaller steps and achieve greatness in your own fashion.